Travel isn't just about destinations, it's about the people you meet, the cultures you immerse yourself in, the stories you carry home. I'm Relebogile Mabocha, and on my travel feature, I take you on a journey beyond the guidebook. Each week, I connect with fellow travelers, insiders, and storytellers to bring you the heart of every place. Whether it's a hidden gem right here in South Africa or a dream destination abroad. Join me as we travel through conversations, memories, and inspiration. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Now, I said at the start of the show that we were going to be talking about the Sea Point pool. And I also made the comment I would have loved to be able to give you a fuller explanation of what is happening with all of the city's public pools over the festive season. But they have told us they are not yet ready to share that information with us. So I hope it will come through soon and we'll be able to update you. For now, we're going to keep the focus of our interview on what's happening at Sea Point pool. But I'd love to have some more messages like the one I've just received from Natasha, sharing your comments on your favorite public pools and the memories associated with them. Natasha writes to say, my sister and I would take all of our kids to the public pool at Parow North for at least one big outing for the summer season. It was cheap to get in, a lovely kiddies pool for the little ones. There's lots of picnic spots under the trees and a really lekker day out for the family. Natasha's top tip is to get there early to get a good shady spot. Thanks for the tip, Natasha. So that's the Parow North pool. Has anybody else got a favorite they love to visit, particularly over the festive season? If you'd like to comment or share a memory associated with them, send a WhatsApp through to 072 567 1567. Well, the reason we're talking about pools again today, you may recall last week in our travel and tourism segment, we were discussing tidal pools of the Western Cape. And during that conversation, we received a question from a listener asking when the Sea Point swimming pool is going to reopen. And at the time, we reminded you the reason it was closed was due to a sinkhole having been discovered there, requiring some quite extensive renovation work. Where are we in that renovation? What else has been happening on site? And most importantly, when will you be able to go and swim there again? We are delighted to have on the line the local ward councillor for Sea Point, Nicola Jowell, who can fill in some of the blanks. Nicola, thank you for joining us this afternoon. Welcome.
Hi, Pippa. Thanks so much.
Sure.
Great to be on your show. Yeah.
Before we talk about the most recent stuff going on at the Sea Point pool, just remind us a little bit about the history of this facility and why it's such an important part of the Sea Point sort of community story.
Yeah, I think Sea Point Pool is unique in many ways, that it's open air and it's open virtually every single day of the year. But like your message you shared with from Natasha, there are thousands and thousands of Capetonians who have their holiday memories wrapped up in a visit to Sea Point swimming pool, who come with the family, they spend the whole day. It's just fantastic to see. But it's also a pool that has a devout followers, from cold water swimmers to trainers to everybody. So we have swimming clubs during the week. We have learning to swim programs, which are done by our amazing friends of the Sea Point Pavilion, who are a phenomenal community organization. So it's got a local interest, it's got a citywide interest, and I think it is just one of the most well-used pools in the city. So having it closed has been very sad for many, many people.
Yeah. Let's talk about why it was closed. Nicola, my understanding is that a sinkhole was detected. Can you explain a little bit more for us?
Correct. There was a sinkhole that appeared on the one side of the pool, the narrow, short side, and because of that as well, the paving gave way. So the area was initially cordoned off, and the department were amazing in getting it going very quickly and appointing a contractor to come and start on those works. But because of the sensitivity of the area and the nature of the damage, and concerns that it could impact the actual pool walls itself, they decided to have to close the facility to be safe. But they've made fantastic progress, and I'm very glad to report that they've included a lot of other issues into the work that is currently happening now. So we've got the sinkhole repaired and done, so that's a huge positive. The other works that are happening on site at the moment is a lot of work to ensure water quality and that we won't have any closures in the near future. So things like the seawater pumps that bring in the seawater are being serviced, the sludge tanks are cleaned, new valves for the pool. We're also doing some fiberglassing on sections of the pool which needed it. The chlorine system is being serviced, the chlorine pumps are being serviced, and along with that we're replacing 113 signs across the facility, so it's all going to look new and fresh. The wooden benches and the windows are getting a wood treatment, so they'll be ready to go for the summer because they take quite a big beating.
Yep.
And I'm hoping that before we open, we'll also have a new lick of paint on the main building. So I think that people coming over the festive season are going to have a very good experience when they come to the pool.
That's great to hear, and fantastic that you're using the opportunity to do all that extra work while it had to be closed for safety reasons. It makes a lot of sense. One of our listeners called in earlier to say there used to be Wi-Fi service at the pool, but apparently that has been down recently. Will it return, is their question. Do you know?
Pippa, I don't think that was a Wi-Fi service from the city. I do know one of the service providers had free Wi-Fi around the food court area and probably did expand into the pool area itself. That was a private arrangement, I think probably with the Friends of the Sea Point Pavilion. I will check to see whether that's something that's stopped permanently or something they're going to see about restarting again, because it is a great thing to have when you're enjoying the day at the pool.
Although there is something to be said for putting the phone down and leaving the connectivity until after you've enjoyed your day at the pool. Just to say that's the point of a holiday. Do keep it in
Absolutely.
mind. Okay.
Absolutely. Being not connected is great too.
It has its place. Nicola, so do we have a reopening date in sight at this point?
So I think we're always hesitant to give a firm date, but it's definitely before the start of the school holidays, so it won't impact on that. I think they are tracking for the moment the 7th of December to reopen, and hopefully we'll be able to stick to that commitment.
Okay, so fingers crossed 7 December. And then will it be open every day through season? Won't you just remind us what sort of operating hours, etc., are in place?
So I can't give you the exact hours, unfortunately, but it is open every day through season. I can certainly give your producers the update on the working hours or the opening hours so that people can be informed, but we don't intend to have to close the pool again. I mean, this was a rare anomaly event and should be open again for the foreseeable future.
Okay, so that's good news. So touch wood, hopefully the 7th of December reopening. In the meantime, Nicola, I mean, that's only about 3 weeks away now, in case anybody is still living in La La Land. That's not too long to go. But in the meantime, what's the closest alternative pool for swimmers to use?
So definitely Long Street Swing Baths is the closest. It was obviously different being indoors, but it's ready and operating in a great condition, having also had a number of upgrades in the last year. So it's looking fantastic and a nice opportunity for people who haven't been back there. I had my daughter's birthday party there about 2 years ago, and we had such a great time. So it's really a phenomenal facility as well. And it's close enough, and hopefully people will be able to use that for the next 3 weeks. But it will go by in a flash, certainly.
Yeah, okay. For those who want to do that and go to Long Street instead, just a reminder, their opening hours are Monday to Sunday and on public holidays from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. So you've got a full stretch of day to enjoy. Do please note that indoor swimming pool at Long Street is reserved for ladies only every Tuesday between 10 and 2. So just do be mindful of that. A question from one of our listeners on the WhatsApp line, Nicola, asking whether the city outsources pool maintenance on an ongoing basis, or does it have employees in full-time pool maintenance roles?
No, the general maintenance of the pool is done by an on-site team who are based at the Sea Point Pavilion. So they'll be there early in the morning before the pool opens, giving it a sweep, cleaning the water, testing the water, and doing all the day-to-day basic maintenance of the pool requires. It's just a project of this nature with the pipe that required an external contractor.
Thank you so much for explaining all of that. Nicola, really appreciate your time this afternoon. I hope it's going to be a safe and full of fun summer season at the Sea Point Pool and the rest of the neighbourhood with no incidents once the pool reopens. Thank you for taking time to update us today.
Absolutely. Anytime, Pippa. Thanks for having me.
Keep well. Nicola Jowell speaking to us there, the local ward councillor in Sea Point. So there you have it. Hopefully 7 December for the big reopening. And in the meantime, please use the Long Street pool as an alternative. Mignon also sending a WhatsApp to say that Searle Street in Woodstock has a huge, amazing pool. That would also be an alternative that's within relatively close reach of the city. So please consider that if you feel the need to go for a dip but can't get into Sea Point. You now understand why, and hopefully the visitor experience is going to be really beautifully polished and all glossy and ready for visitors come 7 December.
Travel isn't just about destinations. It's about the people you meet, the cultures you immerse yourself in, the stories you carry home. I'm Relebogile Mabocha, and on my travel feature, I take you on a journey beyond the guidebook. Each week, I connect with fellow travelers, insiders, and storytellers to bring you the heart of every place. Whether it's a hidden gem right here in South Africa or a dream destination abroad. Join me as we travel through conversations, memories, and inspiration. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.